Hey, what's up, Transworld? I'm Brent Presnell, Trey Canard's mechanic here at American Honda Muscle Milk, and you're watching Behind the Bars, and I'm going to take you through his ride. The 2014 CRF 450R, second generation, second year on the bike, really beneficial to the team. Able to make a lot of improvements on our own personal settings and setups for the guys. One thing about this bike, traction has been improved, tremendously over the past. The riders seem to really like the feel of the bike as far as just the pocket. At least with my guy, he's a smaller guy, so it could be a little biased opinion there, but overall very, very similar to the 13, just a few minor changes here and there. For us, we made some major changes, but I can't tell you about those. Trey's engine package is they're very similar to Justin's. The guys are kind of similar. Want a lot of power, but kind of a mellow hit off bottom. It's got to be controllable for 20 laps. That's the main thing. So, I mean, you can have all the power in the world, but if you can't hang onto the bike, it doesn't do you any good. Our engines are built in-house. We do a lot of, there's a lot of connection with Japan, talking back and forth, but we like to put our own American twist on everything. It's a custom factory spec, very, very similar to the rack shelf system that you'll get from Yoshimura. We have some head pipe change for Supercross, something that I don't think the average guy would probably feel much of anyway. But the full tie system this year, I don't know, the twin pipes just look awesome. Factory Showa stuff. Obviously the guys are still running the air fork. Very, very happy with bike setup this year. The key to the suspension thing for Supercross for our guys is to find the limit of firmness for Supercross tracks, yet compliance with the feel for 20 laps. Because again, you get something stiff, it'll go through the whoops blazing fast, but if you can't hang on to it in 20 laps when the track's rough and choppy, then again, it doesn't really help you out much. So for us, we're just trying to find that balance for the guys, and I think we're pretty close. Yeah, we have the the titanium tank. Everyone always asks, hey, why are you running a titanium tank? Like, why wouldn't you? It's a titanium tank. I mean, it's a work of art. I mean, if you see it, I mean, granted, we also cover it with a big sticker so it doesn't get scratched up, because it's just, they're almost like too pretty to use. But that was the thing that came out last year, from Japan, and we immediately just started drooling. They were like, all right, this is just too awesome. Trey runs the 998 twin wall. It's just been one of those things that he's ran the twin wall crossbar, thing for so long. It just feels weird when he doesn't have it. So we did make the change a couple years ago from the 997 to the 998, and that was a huge deal. But he wanted a little more sweep, kind of like roll it back a little bit, kind of into him, because again, he's just a little guy. I can set it up, because what I'll do is I'll build the bike. We have a bar tool that measures so the bars are always in the same spot, and he'll get on it. Sometimes he'll move the bars and moves them right back to where they were. With the levers, I have him hop on it, set it after a couple of practices, because he'll set stuff, come in after practice, like, I need to tweak it here and there. Once it's set, I mark it so that they always go back to the same spot. And again, he'll show up and he'll move them back, and every week it's like, did you set this? I'm like, yeah. It's like, yeah, it feels pretty good. I'm like, well, it should. It's exactly how it was when you left it. But between that and the practice bike back home, like, the stuff always gets changed up a little bit. It is a lot of fun working with Trey. We were just talking about this the other day. I think this is our, I think it's our 10th season working together, but only I think it's like the 7th season professional, I guess you'd call it. So yeah, I mean, you work, with somebody for that long, it's kind of, I don't know, we're like the old married couple, I guess, where, you don't have to say anything, what's going on, like, so it kind of helps, like, 'cause things get heated on the track, guys come in, they don't want to talk, and kind of like, guys just give him his space, he'll come around, and I think that's beneficial to him. I don't know if it is or not, but I like to think of it is. So that's it. That's the ins and outs of the number 41 machine. You're not going to see him for a little while, but keep your eye out, because when he makes his return, it's going to be good.